I'm Sarah, and we are here tonight at Musket's production rehearsal for Rent. Let's go check it out.
Rent is about a group of friends living their life in a very, very tumultuous time where people are dying and of the AIDS virus, and people are scared and how they cope with that.
I think Rent is an incredibly powerful show, one that's done all across the world. It's been done hundreds and hundreds of times, but I really think that this is going to be a very unique production, one that people haven't seen before. We're really looking at it in a new way.
I think what's interesting about the way that we're doing it is we're really approaching it from the standpoint of actors putting on a show. So at the beginning of the show, there are street people who are seemingly just regular individuals who come on and then don the costumes for various roles, and then sort of become those roles in front of the audience eyes. And I think that that really translates it for the audience and shows that this really is a story about individual people who could be among you and who definitely were at this time. And so it gives the audience sort of an interactive experience with the show, I think.
I think it's nice to revisit the work, and I think it's nice to have these changes that don't necessarily make it stale and make it feel like it's the same thing. It's exciting. It feels like a new work.
Rent has always, I feel like for everyone who's ever done musical theater, Rent is that show where people say, that was the show that made me want to do musical theater. And Rent always held that connection to me. So when I had the opportunity to propose for Musket, I said, what was a show that I wanted to share with the University of Michigan community and the Ann Arbor community at large that would really maybe change the way they look at it?
This is my first time doing Rent. It's always a show that I've loved. I didn't really start knowing, this was actually this is what introduced me to musical theater, and it's what made me want to do it. So it's a special show to me.
This show is one of my all-time favorites, and it's something that I've always sang along to. And as soon as I heard that they were doing it, I was like, I need to audition for that. Put me anywhere in this show that I can be on stage for it, and I will be so incredibly happy. And I was so excited that it came true, and I get to be a part of it.
So the message, the message of this show is really clear. It's the idea of no day but today, that we have to live in the now, because if we don't live in the now, then nothing matters. And so I feel like a lot of times when people see productions of Rent, they go, oh, well, that was really fun, and we watched a drag queen jump around and dance, and we watched people shoot up, and we watched people be homeless and be on drugs, but they don't walk away with this message. And so this production is really about telling the audience that you have to live for the now, and you have to love the ones that are around you, and you have to live in the moment.
Yeah, I think college students will take away a new sort of look at this idea of no day but today. I think that especially in the college community, the you only live once lifestyle that has been embraced can often be sort of misconstrued, and I think this takes a new look at that and really like living for the now, but in a progressive, sort of more positive way.
Just that no day but today. Live for that. Live for here and now, and come see Rent.
The production will run from November 22nd through the 24th, and tickets can be purchased at the League. I'm Sarah with Wolf TV.